When we last left our heroes, they had delved further into the little slime dungeon. Actually, that was no, that was your first foray into the dungeon, wasn't it, last time?
Is it?
Yeah, that's right. Right. So you ambushed that red guy coming back, and then went to the dungeon. That was like it was. The walls were slimy and almost like a mucus, like you were inside of a living thing. And exploring around, you guys saved a bunch of little prisoners that these guys have been keeping, and learned that they had eggs in them. Luckily enough, you found the local priestess who had been captured by these slod, as you've come to call them, who had started to get rid of the eggs inside of people. And you also found a dwarf by the name of Malnik, and after retrieving his gear, he's been helping you. After a short fight with a green slot and a red slot, the green one escaped, and you later found him disguised as a halfling. Uh, and after a close encounter, managed to dispose of him before he slaughtered your prisoners, or your rescued hostages, I should say.
That was
Some
almost really fucked up.
It was almost real bad.
Our prisoners.
Yeah, poor
My
choice of
prisoner
words.
now.
So, as you guys recover, Daoji takes a breather after a near traumatic experience. What would you guys like to do?
He's just sitting on the floor, like regaining himself for a minute.
We have just I remember we have two paths left to check, and that's it. We have that one middle path.
Mm-hmm.
If we keep going straight from the entrance, and then if we go to that fork and make a left
Because you made a map, so you probably have it tracked.
up right now.
You know,
Yeah, those two
if you keep
paths.
going straight, there's a path, and at that one fork, basically at both of the forks, if you keep going straight, you've got paths.
We went left, and that was where all those people were.
Mm-hmm.
So that's already done.
There's a room to get all their shit.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna stand up. I'm gonna look up at the people, and I'm gonna say, all right, listen. Those in the library, you're not gonna let anybody in unless we let them in, okay?
The priestess looks down and nods and says, "All right. For a close call like that, I can't help but agree with you."
About it. Uh, Malnik, are you coming with us back down? We're gonna clear out the rest of the. And
He grabs his hammer and says, "Well, I'll be damned if I'm going to stay up here and sit on my hands."
the rest, there's like a bunch of peasants that are like armed now, right?
Um, some of them have
Or a couple of
pitchforks
them.
and stuff, but there are some mercenaries that were down there that you gave back their armor and spears and swords and such.
Regrettably,
Here and Vanguard
What
will
was
take
that?
care of this. Said the rest of you that have weapons, stay here and stay on guard. We're gonna. So this.
The one with the spear kind of nods and says, "Yeah, I can handle that."
All right. Oh God, let's. I'm ready. You ready, Arthur?
ready when you are.
So
Head back down
once more into the breach.
onto the breach.
So as you guys travel further inward, which path are you going to try and go down?
There was a fork before we hit the additional fork in the back, right?
As you travel through, the first room you'll hit is that room with all the tadpoles. And there are two paths from there, one south and one to the east. To the south, there was a fork. There was a room to the west that had prisoners, and a room to the east that had gear, and another path. And the path continued southwards and started to curve. And then from the tadpole room, if you headed to the east, There was a path to the north that led to a room with prisoners, the path south that wrapped back around into that equipment room, and a path straight on continuing eastward.
Check
Those next
Facebook. I
rooms.
sent you my map. 2 paths left.
We can that one where we found the first set of prisoners.
You want to make a right and then keep going straight?
Just work from the back forward.
The back room first then. So we're gonna head to that second split and keep going straight. The path we didn't take.
Uh, okay, so the path to the from the tadpole room, the one to the east, where you found the first set of prisoners.
The upper.
Okay, so that's the one. All right, let me check the rest of my map here. So that room. So you guys continue on, and this one. Let's see. Continue straight down a hallway for quite a while before it ends up. Oh, well, let's see here. Oh, shit. So this one ends up forking, and you find, and you can see down the forks. The forks aren't too large. Like it only forks and goes on for another 15 feet. Well, no more than that, about 20 feet-ish each on each side, and each of them have 2 small rooms at the end.
Cool. Daoji looks over. Is like, I'm left-handed, so let's go left first.
It's fine with me.
That's some good reasoning.
Is it in real life too?
So, as you head to the east, or your left-hand side rather, go forward into this room, and it seems to be as you look around, how would I describe these? Like, coming out of the walls, like little, not little, like large, like fleshy pods. Like just circling the walls.
This is all you are, though. Not get involved.
Sneakily walk up and inspect one. Wait. I want to perception the whole room first, actually.
Yeah, go ahead and roll a perception check. What are you looking for?
Whatever I see is what I see.
For traps or anything like that.
Just doing like,
Checking for traps.
and I will handle this. Oh, YOLO.
No, you put the slash in front of the R.
AJ, do I roll perception for traps?
Yeah, you can do that. I think you're putting the slash in front. Oh no, there it goes. Okay. So, 418. So, Daoji, as you look around, it's kind of hard to. These beings, they're pretty unfamiliar to you. I mean, and as you look around, trying to spot any traps, you don't see anything that would be out of the normal for all the good that does you, considering this place is really out of the normal in itself. But comparatively, it yeah, you don't quite see anything that would be of any immediate, anything that would cause you any surprise at any rate. And Arthur, as you look, you don't you see, like I said, these like fleshy pods that are just bulging out of the walls. As you get a good look, you can see they're sort of, while they're fleshy, it's like a thin, like almost like a thin layer of like membrane almost. And you can sort of like hazily see through some of these, and they seem, you would almost, if you didn't know any better, you would almost call them eggs, but as you look inside one of them, you can see a as you look inside one of them, you can see a red slod inside with its arms kind of crossed up to its shoulders and its eyes closed.
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna take a step back and I'm gonna lean over to Daoji and sort of like whispering, raspy whispering, station room,
A what?
a gestation room.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Ing, Uh, eggs.
What?
Young ones are being grown. It's like eggs.
Uh, what color? You said there's a slot on the wall.
They're inside of one of these pods. There's a red one. The
So
other
there's a.
ones,
I'm gonna lean in and I'm gonna say there's a red one also.
as you looked around, the other ones, actually, let me go ahead and just roll. So there was
I understand what you're saying. It's just that I don't like Daoji doesn't know what gestation
yeah,
means.
there's a red one,
It's fine.
and inside of a much larger one, another a blue one.
Able to like tell how far along they look? Like, do they look matured?
I mean, they look fully grown.
How many are there on the walls?
I mean, there are,
Like, can I count? Can I count how many there are?
yeah, they like line the walls, and there seem to be. Let's see, how big is this room? So roughly 1, 2, 3, roughly 9 of these fleshy pods. Some larger, some smaller. And you see the two. A lot of them seem to be empty except for these two.
9 of them. How many have we killed?
Two, three, or four reds.
2 down here, and then the
It was
green
one
one.
blue, one green, and four reds.
Um. Okay. Here's what I'm thinking. We go check out the other rooms. Other room at the end of the fork, and then we come back and we set this whole room on fire. Back out of here before we wake something up.
Oh wait, never mind. You said I had a blue one in there.
Yeah.
Fucking instant kill greens. We... oh. All right, we're gonna get out of here. We're gonna go down to the other end of the fork and see what's down there.
All right. And in this side, you can see it's a very similar room. This one a bit larger, hosting 12 of these fleshy pods around the walls. All of these pods seem to be empty, however.
And we can see inside them, like we can confirm they're empty.
Yes, it's like a thin membrane almost.
All right, I look over at Arthur and I say, how about we light some torches and see if we can't leave them there.
We can't let these things gestate for too long.
I've used
I have not. I haven't used any, so I have some as well.
pull out one. Maybe you can pull out one, and then we'll try lighting those pods on fire. We're gonna end up fighting those things. So
Okay. So as let's see.
I'm trying to check. I don't have anything that would be able to like. I don't have any like. That would be.
So you guys are lighting some torches to try to burn these pods.
yeah, it's probably not gonna work. There's like slimy, right? But if we had a wizard, man, this would be so simple.
I know, right? Fireball the whole room.
Um,
Unfortunately, Alfonso is not in this campaign.
it's so much easier for you guys. All right, let's try it. I have torches to spare.
Okay.
As well, and I'm gonna just side of the room as him.
Go
So with
ahead
it,
and roll some. Just roll a straight d20 each of you. 13.
He's very solid, Daoji. Very, very solid.
I mean, Arthur, as you go through your side of the room, these things, as you're trying to light them with your torch, it takes a while. They're pretty resistant to flame. You see, because as you hold the torch up to them, it takes a while for them to catch because the slime and the mucus seems to be like forming like a protective layer over it almost to the elements. But after some prodding, you prod one of them for a little bit, and at the center, it seems to open. It seems to like open up all the way back to the wall, letting like this strange liquid just drip out onto the floor. And as it does this, you poke your torch inside, and from there it starts to catch on flame. The flames start to catch. So you go through and start doing this to each of the pods. Prodding them until they open, and then catching them on fire from the inside. Daoji, as you go, you're like see him doing this, and you're like trying to prod at one of these, and you act like you managed to break the first one because you prod it a little too hard, and your torch like pushes through the membrane, and you hear like this sickly tearing almost as your torch breaks its way through and catches the first one on fire. But as it does, cool liquid that was inside starts to come out of this hole that you made with your torch, putting it out.
I've made a terrible mistake.
You do manage to destroy that one pod, but the liquid put your torch out. So as Arthur goes through and manages to looking over at you, he manages to get the rest of the pods and destroy them in such a manner.
Wow.
Oh, so
Oh, wow.
this thing's not even wake up?
This room didn't have any.
That's not.
No, we went back to the other
Oh,
room,
you went
man.
back to the other. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were in. I'm sorry. I didn't hear that part. I didn't hear that
We're trying to
part.
burn.
Yeah,
in-
I'm sorry. Because you went down the other path, right? Like you went down the other path.
And then we were like, we're gonna check it out, see if there's anything in there, and if there's not, we're gonna go back and burn those fucking things so we can
Okay,
kill them.
I'm sorry. I misheard you. Okay, so you're back. That changes things a little bit. Okay.
I was about to say,
Grabs me by the throat.
this is really easy.
No, sorry. I misheard that. That changes things a little bit. So you managed to destroy a lot of the empty ones, and as you come to the ones with the slot in them, you try to do the same method, Arthur, like poking at it, and as you do, its eyes flick open, and you can see its arms uncurl, and it reaches out and touches the inside of this membrane, and it starts to open. This cool liquid seeping out onto the floor as it steps out in front of you.
As a reaction, like to seeing this, could I just like step back and drop the torch on the ground and draw my sword?
Naturally, yes. So, yeah, all right. I think we're gonna need to go ahead and roll initiative.
Yeah, let's just fucking kill these things. Fuck it. Fuck tactics. Kill them. Kill them all.
Fun tactics.
Fuck frogman. Just for like a week after that shit. For payback.
Malnick rolled pretty well for his initiative.
He's our bro.
So, Daoji, what'd you get for your initiative?
I got 14. He got 15.
Oh, did he? Okay, I missed that.
I get the
So-
15. Here's the 15 initiative.
Oh, no.
Hello, this is my new voice.
Like the
You
very end of
really-
my robe's on fire and like panic. That's why I move after him.
Oops, torch on self.
Weapon. I'm over there like patting my fucking leg down.
While I'm writing some of these down, do you want to go ahead and roll a, Let's go ahead and call it an Arcana check, Arthur.
Meanwhile, Daoji's over there. Ah.
24.
Yeah, as you, from the reaction of these, turn my AC off. The way that the slot inside of these pods reacted, and instinctively kind of knew how to get out of these. These didn't seem so much as gestation pods.
This is their sleeping chambers.
It was
Oh.
like they seemed a bit too developed to be gestating. And
Burrito flavoring.
They go back for an extra coat of powdering.
yeah, they gotta refresh their
Pull.
nacho
Cool
cheese
Ranches, people.
their nacho cheese and Cool Ranch powders every evening. Where was that at? Oh, there it is. And that would be
We just see a bunch of red ones and then one blue one, though. Like, that's all I saw.
there is the one red and the one blue. All right, so I've got all those.
9
right.
pods.
2 of them have things in them. Yeah, there's a blue one and a red
Some
one.
of them were, and some of them were open.
No, they
Oh.
were just empty.
These are like alien beds, dude.
I will not question it.
And kill. Just murder.
Alrighty, so first. in
Real
line-
question is what to kill first.
So the one in front of you was the red one, Arthur, and as it steps out, Malnick immediately, hammer in hand, charges forward with a cry and goes to smash this thing.
Big smash!
These weak arms are heavy.
It's a miss, and that's a hit. Alright, cool. So he rushes up to the red one and does 9 damage. Alright,
I
so
think exclusive numbers
Malnick
up.
rushes forward, swinging once, but the Slod sees him and quickly turns and dodges out of the way. But Malnick raises his hammer again and manages to catch it right across the jaw. You hear a sickening crack as it cries out in a language you don't understand. Arthur, you're up next.
I am going to take my sword of flame first.
Alright, that's a bonus action, right? I believe it was.
Yeah, it's bonus. Yep. Okay. So, yep, bonus action to do that. And then I am going to
Why this song?
I'm just gonna step in and fucking attack.
Alright. 16 on the red ones. That hits. And a 19 hits.
And I am, of course, dueling, so two-handing.
Right, right. Like I said, since you don't have a shield, I always kind of assume you are.
Just to clarify.
It's 9, 7,
And both
then your
the one.
D8s.
Yep.
22 total.
Yeah.
Not bad. Not bad at all. So as the hammer cracks across this thing's jaw, you quickly use your blood hunter powers to light your, like you, what was it you did? You like twisted your handle to activate this?
Yeah, essentially what I do is kind of like catch my thumb up on the, like the blade that's right next to the handguard.
Gotcha.
Yeah, and it just like starts from right there in that
Mhm.
spot all the way upwards.
So
Goes
you reach
flames,
your thumb up and
lightning,
press it
whatever.
into the blade, and as your blade just starts to suck the blood out, flame erupting from it
Nice.
as you twist your blade and cut up the chest of this thing, sending blood spewing across the wall as you turn again, doing a half pirouette and slashing right across the back of this thing as it cries out, unsure which person to attack. Daoji.
Is the other one coming out of his pod right now?
You can see its eyes from the cries of its companion have opened. It's still in its pod right now, but that's likely going to change.
Worry about this thing then. Alright, let's go ahead and I'm going to take my first 2 attacks, see how I do. I'm gonna use my quarterstaff.
With the Daoji special.
Fuck him up. 23.
Cool range slot.
Uh,
Is that what I'm seeing in the Discord?
which one are we fighting? The blue one or the red one?
The red one right now. The blue one is still in its pod. Its eyes have opened though.
We don't have time to deal with this thing. I'm gonna stun punch it
All right.
to make a DC 14. Stun is Constitution save.
Constitution save of 14, so 1d20, red one. Okay. Doesn't make it. All right. So
3d8, right? Sorry, hold on.
Okay, so you used a key point through that. Right, so as you quickly pull your quarterstaff out with a flourish, cracking this, moving in to the side, cracking this red slot and like rocking it with body shots twice before flipping your, like twirling your quarterstaff a bit, and with a final flourish, cracking it right up under the chin with like an uppercut with your quarterstaff. You can see like some of its sharp saw teeth just come flying out, scattering across the floor as its eyes are just unfocused and it's kind of swaying. It's already not looking so great.
Yeah, fuck this thing.
All right.
I'm going to just, yeah, alright. No, that's it. Never
Okay,
mind.
that's the end of your turn? Okay. So, at this point, you glance over and you can see the blue slot reaching and with no pretense, just clawing its way out of its chamber, sending this liquid spewing across the floor as it makes its way out. It's able to walk its way to you, but I'm going to say opening that would cost it its action.
Yeah.
And the
Fuck
red
yeah.
one is stunned.
Everybody gets advantage on it. Murder this thing.
We're back up to Malnik, who's going to swing at it a couple more times. And they've got advantage, so he's going to roll 4 of these bad boys. Unfortunately, no crits, but he hits every single time. So that'd be...
Yeah, fuck him up. I love monks. Monks are so good.
Oh, they're pretty good.
It's so good, man.
What's your aspect? What'd you go into with him?
Open hand, which gives me like I can catch missiles and don't take any damage from falls and shit.
Right, so Molnick cries out, "Eat my hammer, you red slimy bastard!" before he just cracks him over the head twice. You hear another sickening crunch as you see part of its skull just dent. It's still standing, but you just see like blood coming out of its blood's coming out of its ears, and dripping out of its mouth. This thing's got some serious internal bleeding at this point. It's not looking great. Arthur, we're up to you.
Let's kill the thing, damn it.
Like it's like close to on its last legs.
Oh,
you know
it's
what? Fuck
not
it. I'm not
good.
even.
It's not
you know what?
looking
Fuck
good.
it. I'm gonna hit it anyways. I'm gonna hit it with Blood Curse of the Mark. So I look at it and I say, "Go."
Jesus
I'm using
Christ.
those like fucking the hand signs.
Yeah.
So yeah. Skis.
Doesn't stand a
Mate.
chance.
Do that. You should have used it on the other one.
17
17 hits.
advantage. So yeah, 17 on the first hit.
17 hits.
Second hit. Hey, real quick for my knowledge, can I string together dice?
Yes.
Just
So
add a
you can
plus
do
in it.
you basically just add a plus. So you do what is this going to be? A 2d8 plus whatever? No, 2d10 plus whatever. And then you just
Yeah,
do
but that doesn't work
plus-
for attack rolls, though.
You want me to separate both my swings? You want me to just roll everything all together? Because I can do that.
You mean like the d20s?
You need to separate your attack rolls.
Yeah, the d20s you'll separate, but like your damage, no, you can string that together.
You know, that's what I'm asking all my damage
Yeah,
rolls.
the damage you can do what would this be? 2d10 plus your
2d10.
modifier, and then you add 2d8.
10 because +5.
Yep,
So +10.
yep.
And then I add another plus for a
Yep.
2, 8.
Yep, and that should work.
And then
Yeah, then it should just roll them for you.
between the R and the fucking 2D. Okay, there we go.
All right.
Both the D8s were ones. Well, that's doubled, so both those D8s are twos. So
It doesn't matter.
7,
Dude,
8.
you should have
Yeah,
used that blood mark or whatever on the other one.
So
last
Thing without it.
it only lasts till the end of my turn. End of my turn, and I can use it whenever. It's a bonus action
You don't-
right.
What's like the penalty for that?
for this one. One of my blood curses. Blood curse. Yeah, Blood Curse of the Marked. As a bonus action, you can mark an enemy within 30 feet until the end of your turn. All Crimson Right damage you deal is to the target is doubled. See, I can
You have,
amplify.
like, so many of those rest or something.
And say like you get a limited amount per rest or anything like that. I can amplify the curse.
We'll just play it by ear for right now. I haven't read over the rules for that. But anyways, so you
You spend hit dice.
Wait. Yeah, no, wait.
Dice, dude.
Yeah.
oh, you mean like the hit dice used on short rests?
Well,
And hit dice and
amplifies.
amplify the wait.
Amplified it. I'm just saying I can amplify these with my hit dice.
Okay. Yeah, that'll be fine. We can discuss the finer details later. But you
Hold on a second. After you use this feature to invoke 2 blood curses, you must then finish. Oh, okay. So I only get 1 per short or long rest.
okay. So you
Short and long rest.
concentrate and make your hand sign saying Gal before grabbing your sword with both hands, slicing horizontally at this thing, cutting it right across the jaw, then just turning your blade and doing it again, cutting, like digging your feet in and cutting straight through this thing's neck, sending its head just toppling to the floor. So,
Rip.
Daoji, we're up to you.
All right. I'm only down to 3 keys, so I'm not gonna spend any on this guy. We're just gonna fuck him up, okay?
Alright. Uh, 13 on this guy does not hit, unfortunately. 16 does.
Alright. AJ?
Yeah, what's up? Oh, 14?
Does 14 hit?
Just misses. The blue guy.
Yeah, that's fine. 7 damage.
7 damage. Could be.
I'm gonna fucking step behind Malnick, dude. You gotta take your share.
Yep, alright. So as you swing at this thing, hitting it, only making good contact the one time as you crack it right in the temple. It shakes its head and grunts, looking at you, before you quickly dart behind Malnick, who raises his shield and hammer, like raises his shield and like smashes his hammer against it as he looks at this thing, and it's gonna step forward now. Alright, hits him twice.
I believe I only hit fucking 2 of those. Or 1 of those.
Alright, so as this thing reaches forward, it slashes once against Malnick as he throws up a shield, and you've got to step back because it like makes him slide across the slippery floor. But it then reaches over and just bites at him, like biting and tearing into his shoulders. Malnick pushes him off. Then this thing, it's not so much claws, it is like hooks coming off the back of its hand. Reaches around the hook, catching Malnick right across the back of the chest and ripping forward. You can see like blood just starting to pour down his chest as he suffers 25 points of damage.
Shit.
Yeah, he rolled pretty good for his damage. And we're back up to
Malnick,
Malnick,
no.
who's gonna retaliate.
That sounds so angry.
Love this one.
Alright,
Sure.
so smashes him both times. Yep, alright, so Malnick, retaliating, cries out, like just with 2 vertical smashes right on the head, like bapping him twice. This thing shakes its head and steps back, getting down on all fours and like a predatory animal. Will just cry you can just hear this impossibly deep grumble as it stares down Malnick. Arthur, it's your turn.
Alright, so I am going to... How far away is the blue Dorito?
It's made its way right up to the group. Like, you may have to take a couple steps forward to get in range, but it's right up, engaging you guys.
I want to, like, circle around to its side or its rear to flank it.
Okay.
I want to be flanking it and, Swiperinos.
Alright. So as this thing and Malnick are trading blows, it gets on all fours and just makes this low guttural noise as you quickly raise your sword and make some slow steps behind it. Both of those will hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
Nine damage total.
Damn.
Hey.
Not bad. So yeah, as you just slowly circle behind it, you see your opening, slashing once right down its hindquarters. As you see its back tense up, you quickly line up and stab, getting right into its back and twisting as this like bluish, purplish, thick blood just starts rolling out of it. It turns, looking towards you, not sure who it wants to attack, so it looks between you and Malnick. Daoji,
Alright. Time to beat its ass.
24 will do it. 22 will do it.
Nasty bass.
24 will do it again. All right.
Thing.
Up, son. Fuck him up.
Hi. 28.
28. Damn. You guys are showing these things no mercy.
They almost killed everyone. He's fierce.
Yeah, so quickly stepping to the side of Molnick, and like just this,
Out of it. Like he's on one side, I'm on the other side. Malnick's in front.
yeah,
Ganking
Like-
him right now.
yeah, like in this almost Star Wars style flurry of your quarterstaff, just a flurry of blows. One cracking this thing right across the jaw. The second one hitting it right at the base of the neck. And you can feel as it just like passes through. You can just feel like bones popping and cracking. And then with a final thrust, jabbing at this thing right in like right at the base of its chest. You can just feel bones start to crack underneath the weight of your rod before pulling back and stepping back behind Malnick.
I've been doing it wrong. I actually get two weapon attacks and unarmed strike. So my bad. Sorry.
It's all good. It's all good.
Next time.
All right. So now let's just things go. Let's see. That doesn't hit. That barely doesn't hit, and that one just barely hits. So Malnick's gonna take one attack. All right. So this thing bites at Malnick. Malnick throws his shield up, and the claws, as it's like biting on his shield, it's starting to tear at it. You can see it's kind of got Malnick in its grip as it quickly brings up its arms and starts to slash. Malnick throws his hammer up and parries one blow, but the other one catches him right in the ribs again, tearing at him as the hook claws just dig in. He suffers 10 points of damage as the one hook just cleaves into him.
Well, at least he has a lot of HP, so I'm okay.
Yeah, Malnick's still doing alright.
Little dwarfy friend.
One of his attacks hit.
He can take
Damn,
hits.
13. If only both of your attacks would have hit Malnick. Would have been good. So yeah, Malnick yanks his shield away and just, as this thing's hook is still in him, cracks right against this creature's wrist. You can feel a loud crack as it pulls back away. You can see its like hand is now like cocked, and you can see like visibly through the skin where the bone has just been shattered. As Malnick swings again, the creature, a bit quick for its size, takes a quick back step as it goes in to retaliate. Arthur, it's your turn. This thing's not looking great.
Sidestep around this thing without it getting, like, I'm staying engaged, but I'm trying to sidestep around,
I've got
As long as you don't move 5 feet away.
break contact with it, essentially.
Yeah, I've got you.
So,
yeah.
You're just like circling around it.
yeah, I'm gonna take one slash and then I'm gonna sidestep. So like I'm gonna start on its like rear right side on my first slash and then sidestep and finish side.
Okay. Yeah,
Nice,
nat 20.
Nat fucking 20 for the first one
And 17 will hit.
and a 17. Damn, I'm rolling fucking solid.
Yeah.
Take all that and double that.
Oh, Lord.
At least one of them. So,
that's
60.
20, 16,
Natural 10
26.
and then 2 natural ones.
38.
Good Lord, yeah. All right, so overkill. So as this thing starts to back up, you quickly take and just slash, cleaving right up its side, and as your blade pierces flesh, you just cleave right through its bones as if it were butter. And
Real quick, is that a kill shot? Did I kill it?
oh, it's dead. Yeah, and like
Okay, I'm gonna end with the decapitation then. As I step to its left side, I'm just gonna fucking come down and decapitate.
yeah. So slashing up and remembering your training as this thing like honing back to the pendulums. This thing as it starts to topple backwards, you just like pirouette to the side, using your momentum to from the pirouette to carry your blade as you cut right through this thing's neck, lobbing its head off as well. As it falls behind you, its head just rolling across the floor. Yeah.
Filthy thing. I'm gonna drop the raspy accent. I'm just gonna fucking talk normal. Filthy thing.
Yeah, you guys.
Glad to be over with.
You guys cleared that out real quick.
38. Yeah, let's not waste any time. Let's just keep going. Let's just keep murdering. I've got the bloodlust.
All right. So you guys have cleared this room out, and you've. So where are you gonna head to next? You still got that one path, and yeah.
Left.
Yeah, that's the only place left to go.
All right. So you guys almost at like a slight jog now that you're pumped up, heading down. You head south, following that path as it starts to
Wait.
go. Okay.
When we get back to the slug room, or that room where we gang raped that one thing, I'm gonna stop everybody. Is like, let's take this slow. I'm gonna sneak up ahead, make sure we're not walking into a fight we're not ready for.
All right.
Malnik's gonna shoulder his hammer and kind of adjust himself as he says, "All right, how far behind do you want us to stay? You want us to sit in this room until we hear word from you, or?"
Yeah, I'm just gonna go a little bit far ahead, see what we're walking into, and then I'll be back.
He shrugs, says, "All right." 27 stealth roll.
Yeah.
Solid.
I am the knight. I could teleport between the shadows.
Yeah, nat 20 and they still can't see you. All right.
Fuck your nat 20. I don't give a shit.
Nat 20 and they still can't see you. All right. All right. So, as you creep down, like keeping low and close to the wall, as you follow the southern path, Daoji, it curves sharply to the east as it travels on for another about 50 to 60 feet before opening up. Well, and there's like, you can kind of see, like hazily see beyond this room. You see a figure. It's actually a couple figures, but it's kind of hard to tell because there's like this thin membrane, not unlike the one that was in what you deduced to be a bedchamber, but it's like serving almost as a door, it seems, as you can see a room beyond, and hear voices. And one of them's actually in common.
Oh.
Did he cut out? Oh.
Oh no, I'm are you gonna sit around or are you gonna
I want to. Can I hear what he's saying?
Yeah, you hear a voice in the familiar language that you don't understand, and then what seems to be pleading in common. You hear a man, "Jesus, Christ Almighty, God's above, don't do it." And you just hear it's almost the voice in the other language, almost like a chanting, just a constant undertone of chanting.
All right. How far away did I move from the other group?
All the way down the hallway. This would be about 80 feet.
Sorry, Arthur. I gotta do it. I'm gonna let out yell like I'm gonna yell out Arthur down the hall. Jin.
All right, so you yell out Arthur, and what do you do?
Straight in. It sounds like something bad's about to happen to this guy. If I can prevent it, I got to.
So Gonna have to get your way through this membrane. How are you gonna? Cause it's serving as like a door. You push against
Passage.
it.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah, like
Um, I have key imbued strike, so my magic basically goes into my weapons. I'm gonna try to break through it.
all right. Go ahead and make an attack roll against this.
My
Yeah.
first
Okay.
staff, not 20.
Oh wow, natural 20, nice.
I don't think I'll need to have you roll damage as you just take your quarterstaff and just jab through the top of this thing and just start pulling down. You see,
It's like, all right, it's like I run forward to the thing, and then suddenly, Arthur, you feel like a wind blowing down the tunnel, like towards where I went to, and the wind followed behind me, and then as I hit it, it's just like a strong gust of wind blows through the room.
I'm gonna take off sprinting immediately up the tunnel with Malik.
right, and you guys can
Also,
move
or
60
Malnik.
feet down this hallway. You can see, now you can move far enough to where you can see Daoji ripping this membrane open. And Daoji, as you do this open, you can see a gray slot, and as
Oh
it's
fuck.
got it's holding in one hand a silvery like longsword, and in its other hand holding a human by the scruff of its neck as it's chanting. You can see like webbing coming out from underneath its arms.
Let's see into the
All right,
room from
son
where
of
I'm
a
standing,
bitch.
can I?
Yeah, you from as you rushed in at this point you can. Right
You
now,
su-
though, before we go forward, Daoji, I'm going to give you a surprise round, but I'm going to need everyone to go ahead and roll initiative.
Screams, "You son of a bitch!" and runs in.
Ooh, back to the dumpy initiatives.
Doesn't matter
One.
as long as you get the good rolls where it counts.
I'd rather have good
I swear to God, I'm
attacks.
gonna murder this thing.
All right.
Think I'm prepared for this fight. I need that silver sword.
Dude, I have 3
Like
key and no luck left. Let's do it.
All right. So,
I literally need that silver sword.
initiatives 25 to 20.
Me,
All right.
21.
Daoji had a 21. Arthur had an 11. So that'd be.
Kill them all, kill them all,
Shit.
kill them all.
All right. Let me write these down. And Molnick. And health and AC values, so I don't gotta keep looking at the book.
AC fucking 25,000.
I'm more or less for enemies.
No, come on.
25,000, I'm sure. All right.
Be here until tomorrow morning.
All right. So, yeah, Daoji, you see these things. This is a very large room as you rush in. You can see and this gray slot holding the human is at the center. And you can see like a pile of, and he stands atop like this pile of gemstones and golden and platinum pieces, and you can see these circling this are like these pillars of these almost like leathery flesh-like pillars that have like these grooves just circling up to the top of the ceiling. So you're gonna get a surprise round on this guy since you rolled so well. What are you
Yeah.
gonna do? He's about
Is
60
it-
feet away from you.
I'm open with my quarterstaff, and I see him about to stab the human. And Dalji screams out, "You son of a bitch!" as wind rushes into the room. I'm going to sprint in. I'm going to activate Flurry of Blows. I want to focus all of my attacks on its arm/wrist. I need him to drop the person.
All right. All right. Go ahead and try for it. An 18 just barely hits this guy. 15 does not. 19 does.
So he needs to make one DC constant. What is it?
DC 14.
I'm gonna throw him.
So is that
My
a
first two
strength?
attack. Yeah, 14 strength. I'm using both of my attacks to attack him. I'm trying to get him to drop the guy, and then I'm gonna try to throw him away.
All right. He does make his DC check.
19 damage for the first thing, and then an extra 8.
19, so 27 damage. All right. And I'm going to go ahead and make a, let's just call it a, I'll go ahead and give him a post-grapple check. He rolled a nat 20 on it. All right, so Daoji, as you run in, you son of a bitch, just slamming on this guy twice in the back as he lurches forward. You hear him, but he lurches forward, but as the guy struggles trying to break free, but you see his grip tighten on him as he holds him forward, and he manages to hold his ground.
Fuck.
We're gonna go ahead and go into initiative now, as his chanting does not cease. Daoji, you're first in initiative.
Yet again, just try and stop me. I've got 2 key
Oh,
left.
great.
Yeah. My first 2 attacks. Go ahead and do that. I'm gonna probably activate Flurry of Blows again.
All right.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. I'll do Flurry of Blows. Fuck it. 20.
Yep, both of those will hit.
16.
16 just barely misses.
20.
20 hits. 15. Oh, that's damage. Okay.
And 22 damage, and he needs to make another 14 strength saving throw.
All right, let's see if he does it.
I'm working really hard to get him out of that fucking guy. Like, make him let go of that guy.
Natural 16.
Son of a bitch.
Man, this fuck. All right, and that was 22 damage. And I'm gonna go ahead and give him another opposed grapple check. Yep, all right. So, this guy just struggling now. By the gods, don't! At this point, it's the Slod's turn. You see he lowers the sword and slices right through this guy's neck, dropping him.
Fuck.
And at this point, you see the blood starts seeping into the coins and the gemstones as it starts making its way up to the center of this pile. Daoji, you see the flickering, almost as if reality itself in the center of this is flicking in and out, before a deep black hand reaches through almost out of nothing and pulls itself through, as you see this deep black with charcoal black eyes slide up, make its way through reality onto the pile of coins.
Okay.
Mark or AJ, could I add something real quick?
What's up?
After when he slices, can I assume that's the silver sword, and then the guy is the guy?
Without a doubt, that's the silver
Okay,
sword.
yeah.
You might have to look a bit closer at the guy, because from where you're at, it's kind of hard to tell.
Spot the sword though, and I recognize it, right?
Yes.
Hey,
All right, cool. Just my knowledge.
AJ,
What's up?
how much movement did I have to spend to get into the room?
60
Range.
feet. Because this is about 120 feet by 120 feet. He was at the dead center of this. He had to move 60 feet.
And I just gotta stand and take it.
All right. So, Arthur, it's your go. These guys are about, from where you're at, 80 feet away.
What?
Hang on, let me count this. So you moved 70 feet. No, not 80 feet. About 70 feet. 70 feet.
Fuck.
Counted that out wrong.
I'm
Bad
gonna
things are about to
ignite
happen to me.
my sword and I'm gonna dash. Get as close as possible.
Alright, so you move the 60 feet up.
That's all I
And
can do.
Malnick is also gonna dash up right next to you, shouting, "We're coming, Daoji!" Actually, I don't know if you gave him his name. He just said, "We're coming!"
What did I use? Like, Pan?
Pan, I think, yeah. I don't even remember if you gave him your name. If you did, I think it was Pan.
Oh yeah, he
Or
used
Pan.
Pan when
I
he
called
introduced
Pan.
himself.
We're coming, Pan! So he rushes in. And we're up to the new guy's turn. And he steps through. You can see he has with him a great sword. He steps forward, grabbing the gray slot and pushing it out of the way as it reaches down and goes to bite at you, Daoji.
I have an armor class of 17.
Alright,
Don't hurt me, Mr. Blackman.
that's in that one.
Shadow Ghetto.
Alright, so 2 of these attacks hit.
No! Don't do it.
Forgot to save before we came in here. Damn it.
Hey, if we're gonna save scum this, we gotta try again.
Oh boy.
Ooh. Let me do some math real quick.
Hurt me, Daddy, please.
Alright, so as this thing reaches down and chomps on you, Daoji, you pull away as it swings once with its greatsword. You dodge out to the side, but then it turns and slashes downwards, cutting right across your chest. You feel, and before you even feel blood start to seep out, you feel just this dark energy pulsate through you as you suffer necrotic damage with this slash. You suffer a total of 30 points of damage.
Arthur, I might need to pull out, dude.
If I take 2 hits from that, I am fucking toast.
That's its turn though, Daoji.
Okay. Fuck. Oh shit. Dude,
Yeah, I agree.
with me if we leave. We gotta leave. I'm gonna look up at this thing, super angry, and then I'm gonna run and turn back. I'm gonna run up to the group attacks because I'm that cool. But I run up to Malnick and Arthur and I don't say anything. All they have to do is look at me. And I look at them and I make eye contact and I'm getting ready to run out of the room. I'm gonna move my and get the fuck out.
Alright. So, Daoji turns and just sprints past you guys. His full 120 feet. You're able to move like a good ways into that hallway. And
Yeah, we need to
now
get
it's
out.
the Gray Slot's turn. It's going to look and turn towards the 2 of you, rushing forward, and it's going to attack. Let me just roll a d4. Arthur.
My armor class is 16.
Alrighty. And it's rolling like shit. And none of those hit. Alright, so...
I'm gonna riposte also,
Okay.
just for fuck's sake. Yeah,
It'll be nice to kill the gray thing, but we need to leave.
All right, 17.
17 just barely misses.
Yep.
So as this thing bites at you and then swings your silver sword, you catch the sword in your crossguard and turn, striking at this thing. But it turns and
The
slashes
sword from its
again.
grip. Could I at least like try and wrest the sword from its grip? Like take the sword?
That would be a grapple check. You
I
already
was
made
gonna say
an
you'd
attack.
have to do an action to do that. But as it turns
We'll
and tries
come
to
back
swing
for
at
it,
you
dude.
again, you parry. So we're down to your turn,
Shadow
Arthur.
thing. You fool. It's your turn.
It's your turn, Arthur.
My turn?
Yeah.
Fly.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna disengage. Wait, how much of movement is that? Right.
So you don't get your dash if you do that.
Shit.
I'd say take it and just dash, dude.
Yeah, I'm just.
dash. Get the fuck out.
I'm gonna fucking dash. Yeah.
All right.
Fuck it. I'm gonna
So it's
dash
gonna-
away out of the room.
It's gonna try and take a swing at you. Swing manages to hit. And as it connects, lashing out with your sword, catching right in the back, you suffer 10 points of damage.
Oh fuck.
All right, though. That's all you needed to take. We gotta
And
go.
you dash, moving 60 feet, trailing behind Daoji a bit. Malnik looking around, confused, sword and hammer and shield in hand. He's like, "Fuck!" So he turns and dashes,
This is the only reason we're alive, dude.
falling right
Leave.
behind you guys.
Don't do it.
And these things,
What is their speed? 40?
not quite.
30?
So
If it's 40, it's more than me, so they could keep overtaking me.
they're trailing behind you guys, but you're probably gonna be able to outpace them. It seems about even, anyways.
All right. Yeah. Wide. Let's just get out. Let's just keep dashing to the exit. We need to fucking leave.
Agreed.
I say we get up to the main room and then try to barricade off the
Mercenaries.
basement as much as we
No,
can.
we should fucking gank them with the mercenaries.
I can't take any more hits, dude.
Yeah.
30 again. I'm fucking dead.
Yeah, I know.
And possibly put this fight off for like an hour. We'd have a better chance. And then come back with full health and fuck it. So, alright, let's sprint up to the main room and then try to barricade off the door.
Alright, so as you guys sprint up, just quickly slamming the door behind you.
We need to barricade this. We need to barricade. Let's go. Let's go.
The mercenaries are looking around each
I
other.
know.
Who's holding the door while you're barricading?
That's it.
I'm sorry?
Strength than I do.
Alright, go ahead and make... So 2 of you are doing it? One of
Let's-
you,
Malnik and I?
Malnik and you.
Malnik and him should do it while I help barricade the door.
Arthur, go ahead and make a strength... Well, let's make it an athletics check with advantage.
Athletics check with advantage?
Yep. To try and hold this door, because now, you know, they were keeping a pretty even pace. They're banging on this door trying to get it open. All right. So as you just holding against this door, Malnik, who's just gritting his teeth, like shield pushed up to against the door, as he plants his feet, and you, with both of your hands, you see the 2 of the armored mercenaries getting down with Daoji, moving moving the intact pews. One of them getting one of the peasants to like help drag one of the bookcases down to plant up against the door. And yeah, you guys managed to get a solid little barricade going. As you hear,
Shit.
as you hear loud voices in a language you don't understand, and just constant banging and the clattering of steel and silver against the door.
Oh my God. Daoji drops down into a cross-legged sit and immediately begins meditating instantly.
I'm gonna walk up and I'm gonna do the same thing.
At this point,
And
like you see these mercs are like pale faced and wide eyed, and they're like looking
I
around.
can't. I have nothing to tell them.
They look at them like, what the places? They look at each other and like back up, like, we gotta get out of here.
actually, I'm not gonna go into the meditative state. I'm gonna explain to all the mercenaries. This is gonna confuse you, but we need you to hold this door for about 1 hour. Just 1 hour. We can handle this after an hour.
They look at each other, pale faced. One of them gulps and said before saying, shaking his head and saying, all right, all right, we can try to hold it. Come on, lads. And they go like the one spear pointed at the door. They've got their weapons at the ready. Before the priestess comes down, looking like and asking, what the, like for touching her, like forehead to her heart, like doing a little cross, saying, what in the God's name's going on down there? What you run into?
Blaine, him and I need to rest now. Just an hour. That's all we ask.
All
You might
right,
want to see if she can heal us a little bit.
says,
The healing hand as well to the both of us.
I can help tend your wounds. I've still got a little energy left for the day.
This moment.
All right. So,
Of body and restore 30 hit points immediately.
okay. Let me pull.
And then I'm gonna
spells
spend
real quick.
hit dice.
Yep. She's gonna cast. Actually, do you want her to cast a spell now, or do you want her to save it?
Probably save it. I can go back to full health from where I'm at right now.
Okay.
Arthur, how are you? How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm gonna need it to get to full health. I didn't roll my hit dice so well.
Okay. So she's gonna cast a Cure Wounds on you. So she grabs her.
Oh wait,
sword.
every hit dice is rolled with your Constitution modifier, right?
Yeah.
Roll them separately. Do one, add the modifier, add it to your health. Roll it again, add the modifier.
Didn't do that. Hold on.
Okay.
Shit, I should have realized that.
One more should do it. All right, I'm back up. Got one key point left. Let's do it.
All right. So,
Okay.
do any of you need magical healing?
Not unless she can give me my key points back.
No. Unfortunately, she cannot do that. Arthur, are you good?
Hold on a second. Zero out. I'm fucking dumb.
Here's your phone. This lot is creepy looking. Stuff of nightmares.
Yeah, it's not good.
Heartless.
Never mind. I'm good. I'm good.
All right, so as you guys spend a short rest tending to your wounds, Marisha comes with some mundane like thread and needle and stuff to try and help patch you guys up. The hour's up, and these guys, you can see the door is starting to crack. Barricade probably won't last too much longer.
It's just the entire time he's in a complete quiet, silent, like unreactive to anything on the outside world, meditative state. Once the hour passes, I'm gonna come up to my feet. As I say, all right, it's time.
All right.
Thing in the way, but if you see an opening on the small gray one, take it. The three of us, me, Melnick, and Arthur, we're gonna take the black one.
The mercs nod, like gripping their weapons nervously as they look and say, We've never fought anything like these, but we'll do what we can.
Take any risks, do what you can. Don't be heroes.
You nod. Malnik pounds his hammer against his shield and says, All right, let's kill these damn frogs.
Frogs. Let's do it.
And at this point, the door and the barricade just crash open as you see the black one lumber in with the gray one in tow. I'm going to need everyone to roll initiative one more time.
No. Oh, what I wouldn't give for luck points right now.
Holy shit! That's the best initiative I have ever rolled. 22.
First, you should cast that blood shit on that gray one and just instant give it.
Hold on. Before I even as I'm getting up, I'm gonna ingest mutagen because I still have that from forever ago.
All right. Give me just a second to jot down everyone's initiative order. So we've got highest with Arthur.
Just instant give the gray one.
Arthur, followed by...
You don't want me to go at the black one? You want me to just go at the gray one?
We gotta drop the gray one.
You and Malnick take the black one, and because you guys can probably dodge and shit better than me.
We have the highest AC, so you and the peasants take out the gray one, while me and Malnick try to deal with the black one until you guys are done. But we'll try to manage. At the very least, maybe I can try to lure it outside or something.
All right, so let me jot down just a couple of things.
Running strike would work on this thing. Doubt it. One key point left. I don't know how to use it. Probably flurry of blows.
All right. So, Arthur, as you stand up, down your mutagen. Here we go.
All right. And also what precision does is my weapon attack score crits on 19 through 20.
Okay.
Effect is all healing I receive is halved. So
All
keep
right.
that in mind.
Will do.
Said I attack first.
So right now the black one just lumbered in with the gray one at his side.
From us.
Probably right in our faces.
I mean, you guys
Far
have to
away.
take a few. I'd imagine you guys are getting up, and you're a few steps away from them. Probably, let's say, 10 feet. You can. I mean, they're definitely in range.
Arthur and Malnick standing in the front line, and then the peasants in the back.
All right. So as they're behind you, gripping their weapons nervously. Go for it.
I'm gonna stand up and instantly I'm gonna make a I'm gonna point at the gray one
All right.
and say Gall and Blood Curse of the Marked
All right.
to sprint or ignite my sword. So
All right.
Can you not do that at the same time?
yeah, both of them are bonus actions. So yeah,
So-
I'm gonna run in
Gall or fire.
and
sword?
I'm. I know, so neither,
Okay.
because I can't mark him and then I won't have right damage
All
if
right.
I don't ignite my sword. So yeah,
Okay.
fire sword.
All right. So you jab your thumb, slide it across the blade. Go.
And yeah, I'm gonna run inwards and fucking take 2 slashes.
Already. $23 will do it, and a 19 will do it.
Hell yeah.
34
Goddamn.
total.
Good, good.
So yeah, I'm gonna fucking run in and slash like an X, just letting my arms roll, X motion across his chest.
So you just immediately run forward, sliding your hand across the blade before gripping it, and just X motion right across his chest. It grips your silver sword and braces itself, getting ready for its attack. The peasants, or at least the mercenaries who were fighting with you, let out a cry and charge in. One of them manages to hit. Yeah, so the one, they all charge in. The one jabbing the spear as the slod pushes it, like parries it away with that silver sword. The other one rushes in, sword and shield, manages to jab into its shoulders. It looks and hisses at him. As another one stabs at it, it dodges to the side. Malnik now, looking at the black one, charges in, saying, "I'll rip your limb from rim, you black bastard!" Before charging in with his hammer. Unfortunately, none of his hits managed to hit. As he slams down, he hits one of the protruding, almost horn-like protrusions coming out of its shoulder, knocking to the sides. He swings again. The thing brings up its greatsword and parries to the side. The gray one now is going to make an attack. Alright, so it's gonna make okay. Yeah, it's just gonna do some basic shit this turn. So as it attacks, it turns to you, Arthur. What's your AC again? 17?
16.
16. Alright, that's it missed
That's
all
16.
of them except for one, which was a crit.
Well, I'm gonna at least one of those.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so I'm gonna repost.
$16 doesn't
Repost
hit.
fucking. Oh wait, I can add the fucking the superiority die. So I'm gonna roll fucking d6.
Alright. That'll do it. Repost only gets you one attack, so it'd be 1d10.
Yep. Yep.
So
So
we'll just take that first one, which was a 5, then a 10, then the 1. So we'll
You only
do-
add your superiority dice to the damage roll.
the superiority dice to the damage roll on that one.
Mm-hmm.
Shit. All right, never mind. So I didn't even fucking
Oh.
make that.
Alright, so This thing bites at you. You take just a step to the side. It turns, two-handing your silver sword, swinging at you as you step to the side yourself, trying to jab at it. But it quickly spins away, using the momentum to cleave, cutting right across the base of your neck. Luckily, not hitting anything super vital, but sending blood spraying across the peasants. As it cuts, you can feel the blade scrape against your bones as you suffer 17 points of damage. So, we're now down to the black one's turn, which is going to look across each and every one of you and chuckle. And as it chuckles, this deep, almost impossibly low chuckle, you can see almost these ripples through the plane, and each of your minds are just barraged with memories and images of your just most terrible nightmares. I need everyone to make
Oh, fuck.
a wisdom saving throw.
Oh my god, yes.
Yeah.
Nice. Look.
We super wise, dude.
You be the wisest.
I'm slightly wiser though. Ah.
So, as this happens, Daoji and Arthur, you grit your teeth and shake the images clear of your mind. But you see the peasants' eyes go wide as they grip their weapons and start to back away from this beast. Even Malnik shudders as he looks at it. Daoji, it's your turn.
Alright. I shake it off. I'm gonna take 1 second to survey the situation. How damaged does the gray one look?
It's a bit damaged. You can see at the end of its turn, you can see some of the wounds starting to slowly stitch themselves back up. But it's definitely damaged, but it's still pretty healthy.
I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna sprint forward. I'm gonna jump up, swinging my quarterstaff up at the black one. I'm gonna hit it, like land, I don't know, fucking land on his greatsword or something, hit it again, flip off, and then I'm gonna use Flurry of Blows, and I'm going to use both of my Flurry of Blows on the gray one, try to send it 15 feet.
Alright, so you were hitting the black one a few times and then the gray one? Is that what you said?
Staff twice, and then 2 unarmed strikes against the gray one.
Okay. So, damn, natural 20. 26.
You.
Every single one of those is going to hit.
Alright.
Fucking awesome.
First off,
So,
so I double 1, 2.
yeah.
No. Did it double the dice roll?
Yeah,
Oh, so I only got 2.
unfortunately.
That's fucking gay. Alright. So yeah, and then I'm gonna do my damage on the thing, and it needs to make 2.
Strength. It.
Strength. DC 14 strength needs to make 2. And if it succeeds, anybody within 5 feet of it that's not cowering and pissing himself gets an opportunity attack.
Alright.
If he fails or succeeds.
19, flying away, he moves out of your opportunity attack range. So 19 damage against the gray one, 17 against the black one, or
Right, okay.
black one,
Black one.
19 against the gray one, and he needs to do that 2 ship.
Okay. Right, so as you reach up and just pound on this black one, cracking it across the face, then leaping forward and sending 2 flying punches at this gray one, it's sent flying 15 feet backwards. Arthur gets an attack of opportunity. The peasants are feared.
I'm leaving that one to you, man.
That was a 10.
Unfortunately, a 10 doesn't make it. So as you swing, jabbing this thing, it flies past you quicker than you anticipated.
All right. I still have movement. I'm going to run around to the far side of the black one and start screaming obscenities at it and taunts.
Okay.
Look over here. Come on. Fight me.
And that's the end of your turn? Alright, so we're back up to you, Arthur.
Oh, I didn't hear him say it was my turn.
Your turn.
Yeah, it's your turn.
Far away did he go flying 15 feet?
15 feet.
Yeah, after he slashes me and then fucking comes flying past me and I miss that attack, I'm gonna refocus and I'm gonna look at him and I'm gonna say Gaul and I'm gonna fucking curse him. He's blood curse of the mark now.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna fucking dash forward and 20, just 26, so.
Yeah, unfortunately the 13's too low.
Fuck!
Damn.
9, just not. Oh, but double the fucking,
So an extra 3 to that, so 9, 12. 12? He's the gray one.
Zero luck, 0 key. When shit gets real.
Alright, so
that was a
this
fucking
one
wasted one.
goes flying by. You rush forward, slashing it right across the belly. And as you go for your second slash, he throws up your silver sword. And you guys clash, locking eyes as your blades are pressed against each other. These mercenaries, you see they're starting to cower. As they look wide-eyed to one another. They turn and use their movement to dash away.
It's probably fun.
They dash out of the doors and they're going to need to make another wisdom save. Alright. So, Malnik. Also being feared. He's going to be dashing right behind him. He's going to be making a wisdom save as well.
I believe in you.
Alright. He manages to make, so he runs outside and has to gather himself again before shaking it clear. Gray slide.
Hey.
It's alright, guys. Everyone's rolling on that shit. Right, so this gray one pushes the blade, pushes you away before biting down, but you pirouette out of the way, remembering the pendulums. As it swings to the side, you parry the blade away, but it turns, slashing, cutting you right across the chin. Like right across the chin and curving upwards across the cheek, sending blood spraying across the floor as you suffer 10 points of damage.
I want to know how I got these scars.
Now, the black one, gonna look over at you, Daoji, and
Fight me, come on!
chuckle.
Should I
Hello.
take again?
I'm sorry. But it's gonna chuckle. And you just hear this voice creep into the back of your mind. Do not fear, man from far lands. Your death will come soon enough. As it raises its hand, like holding its greatsword in one hand, it raises its other. You see more ripples in time and space before it pulls a small ball of flame, sending it flying out the door, hitting towards the peasants and Malnik. They have got dexterity saving throws.
Help them?
I'm sorry?
Is there any way I can help them? Or can I jump in front of it and take it? I don't know.
I'll allow you to jump in front of it and take it, but it'll be an auto fail on the dex saving throw.
Take half damage.
Alright, is that what you want to do?
Daoji sees this and he leaps up, he does a side flip and swings his quarterstaff directly at the fireball as it's flying.
Alright. And you're... So, remind me, if you fail, do you take half or full?
Take half.
Alright. So, as you see this, your instincts are quick. As you jump, slamming your quarterstaff into this ball of flames that flies through the air and explodes, wrapping you in fire as you tuck and roll. Your robes starting to ember as you feel black scorch marks across your body. You take half of 32, so 11 points of damage.
That's great. I look up at this thing and I stare it dead in the eyes, and Daoji says, "Soon, but not quicker than yours. I'm not afraid of you. Come on."
Lack of fear makes you a fool, as does your altruism. So, Daoji, it's your turn.
I have no key left. There's nothing left for me to do but swing.
.22 and 18 hit. So 16. Right, so as you cracking this thing once, just rushing forward, jabbing forward, catching it right under the heart with your quarterstaff. As you swing again, cracking it across underneath the jaw, so you can see some like black blood just flick out onto the floor. As you go to swing, it lifts forward and catches your hand in its large, scaly claws. Arthur, we're back up to you.
Right. Fucking run after the gray one again. And I'm gonna waste another. I'm not gonna do another one. I'm going to. Yeah, I'm gonna run up and just attack twice.
Alright. .22 will do it. 11 won't do it. 9 points of damage. Working on it. Alright, so as you swing at this thing once, cutting it, clipping right under, like right in its armpit and cutting upwards, you split its skin open. You can see blood just pouring down its side. And as you swing again, once again your blades clash as it glares into your eyes, cursing in a language you don't understand. Peasants
Yeah, that's
are
my
gonna
turn.
continue fleeing, but they're gonna make another wisdom saving throw. Still don't make it. Molnick, however, gonna rush back in. Hitting him once. 13 damage, respectively. Alright, so Molnick rushes in, leaping up and cracking this thing right across the jaw, sending one of its teeth scattering around across the ground as it turns with a death glare, like giving him a death stare as he swings again. The thing bats the hammer to the side as it moves in on Molnick. The gray
Which one did he attack?
The black
The gray
one.
slug? Oh.
So he just ran back in and attacked the, tried to help you out, since that was the original plan.
The original plan was him and... Actually, no, you're right. I'm sorry.
Okay.
You're right.
Alright, so it's the gray slod. Damn, you guys are each trading one blow. You can't seem to hit both your strikes.
Well, that's a good thing.
Yeah, I guess. So you guys trade blows again. You parry the first attack as it turns and bashes you right in the nose with the pommel of its blade. You suffer 10 points of damage. You feel and hear your nose just snap.
Be a good swordsman, or I'm just fucking getting shitty. I say that to the Slod. I say that to the Slod. You must be a good swordsman, or else I'm getting fucking shitty.
You can hear a slight chuckle in the back of your mind. As it says,
Don't show this an honor. Murder this thing. It deserves no honor.
says, I've killed more than you in my time. So, now it's time for the black one. It's going to turn on Molnick with a pissed off glare.
HP 2, right?
What was that? Sorry?
Molnick recovered his HP too,
Oh,
right?
yes. Yeah, he took a rest with you guys.
Sure.
Alright, so we managed to land 2 hits on this guy. Alright, so Molnick suffers 15 points of damage as this thing bites, but Molnick throws up a shield, pushing his face back, but as he does, this thing takes its great sword and just hacks at Molnick, cutting him once, bearing this great sword in Molnick's shoulder as he grabs his arm and pushes him off. The thing slices again, cutting Molnick right down, like vertically right down his chest as he cries out, holding his shield up tighter as he glares back at this thing, cursing in Dwarvish. Daoji.
I'm gonna look over again. Is the gray one? How's the gray one looking?
It's getting bloody. They're both getting pretty bloody at this point. You can see the gray one is got this like purplish, grayish, oozy blood just kind of starting to cover it and the floor around it. But on the floor, it's kind of starting to get intertwined with Arthur's blood. And you can see now the end of your quarterstaff is starting to get a bit bloody with this dark, thick blood that's starting to ooze out of this thing's mouth and nose. And you can see great big whelps forming on it from where you've been beating on it.
Can I remind you again how mobile is an amazing perk and everybody should take it? I'm gonna run over, lightning quick. I'm gonna like my feet don't even touch the ground. I just leap and send a flying quarterstaff strike over to the gray one. I'm gonna hit it twice. Fuck this thing.
Both of those will hit it, yeah.
So 17 damage to the gray one, and then I'm gonna land and sprint back to the black one and send one solitary flying kick, and I'm gonna crit it.
God damn.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah, so 12 plus 5. 12. Modifier, or is it just a roll?
I'm sorry.
Roll.
The rolls
Is it
would
just a
be
roll?
a total of 17 from one punch.
17.
That's not bad for one punch. So
I'm gonna
that's-
fly. Like, basically, what happens is I look over and I see the gray slot. I fly over, leaping across the room, smacking it twice with my quarterstaff, and then flying back. I put the quarterstaff in my left hand or my right hand. I leap forward with my left hand, like flying up like 15 feet in the air, and then just punching this thing directly in the face.
One punch.
Yeah, and so you do. It's this gray one. You can just hear this low hissing sound as it looks back over at Daoji, then back to you, Arthur. So, we're back up to you, Arthur.
Yeah, I am going to fucking. I'm gonna risk my second fucking blood curse of the marked.
Alright.
Second one, I don't have any more. Yeah, and I'm gonna hit him with. I'm gonna look at him and I'm just gonna say "Go!" and yeah. Fuck yes.
20
Yes.
No. Max damage, max damage, max damage.
There it is.
Damn.
Well, both of those blood maledict.
14, 24.
14,
Right.
extra 14 damage. So 14 plus 14.
It's 28.
Or 28. Oh yeah.
Yeah, so you just gall, then slice it once, cutting right through one of its eyes as it cries out. You can see just a spray of its grayish purple blood spew out all over the front of you as you cut once more, cutting it right across the chest. It's not looking great, and you can see now it's having trouble seeing as blood's just pouring down its face.
I want to dead charge, like sprint into it. Can I do that without it being an action, just using my speed and movement? Like
Probably not.
a shoulder check?
I don't think so, dude.
Probably not. So I mean,
Actually, it's like a. There's actually an ability called Charge. I think Battle Masters actually get it.
I
or
think
something
so,
like that.
yeah. Unfortunately, I
Okay.
don't know if I'd be able to let you do that. Alright,
Charge.
so the Mercs still just booking it. They're not having any of this. But hey, they managed to pass their wisdom check this time. After being about 180 feet away.
200 fucking feet.
Oh,
yeah.
holy shit.
They had to take their actions to full
know-
dash away from this thing every round they were
Probably
here.
the best case scenario, or otherwise these guys are just gonna die.
Probably.
So- Hopefully just the mercs come back and all the villagers stay out there then.
In the library, there's no reason for them to come out.
No, they're like barricaded in there with Marisha.
Yeah,
If
they're
we
like,
lose, they die.
we're all in the same room right now.
up in the library on the second floor.
Alright,
that's right.
so Malnik is going to take his swings again, just shouting in Dwarvish, a string of just Dwarvish. Oh my god, he crit.
Yeah. I fly across the room and one punch this thing, and then he crits. Yeah, fuck him.
Yeah, so he just
Fuck you.
cries out in Dwarvish. This thing just cracks this thing right in the nose. You can just see its snout just like flatten a bit as he swings again, catching it right across the temple. It suffers 20 points of damage. Oh, hey.
To bump those numbers up, dude.
Alright. He rolled low on his second damage roll, but he did roll fucking max on his first one, the crit.
Yeah.
Alright, so now we're down to the Gray Slot, who's going to keep trading with Arthur. And it managed to land both of its sword swings this time. Alright, Arthur, so this thing, as you slice through this thing's eyes, it just screams out in pain as it slashes wildly once, catching you unaware as it cuts right underneath your shoulder, straight up and clipping your chin as it brings back down, cutting vertically right down your shoulder blade, down your chest. You suffer a total of 20 points of damage.
Ooh, shit.
Big damage, big damage.
Boy.
Now, it's the big black one's turn.
I just punched him in the face.
That sounds like the beginning to a bad porno. It's the big black
The
monster.
big black one, I think. No, we're not playing Cards Against Humanity, I forgot, sorry.
Fuck.
Alright, so, now, seeing that you and Malnik are surrounding at Daoji, you see from its pores starts to emit this yellow-green fog that just starts to
Dick.
surround it, filling up. Luckily, you knocked that gray slot away because Arthur having to chase it is just out of the range of this. I'm gonna need Daoji and Malnik to make a creature for the first time.
Can I
okay.
avoid it?
This will be a Constitution.
Can I get out of the
saving-
range?
You can on your turn, but at the start you're gonna need to make a Constitution saving throw.
15.
15 is just enough to pass it, so you're gonna take half damage.
Ooh, close one, close one.
Oh, okay, so that wasn't so bad, So you'll take 9 points of damage, Daoji, and Malnik is going to unfortunately suffer the full 19. It rolled really shitty on that one. So as this yellow-green fog just starts to envelop it. So it's your turn.
God, this thing's
Daoji.
fucking strong.
It's starting to look pretty bad. They're both getting bloodied.
Arthur, I don't mean to kill steal you, but I need you to help me with this. So I'm gonna run over, and I'm gonna use all of my attacks to try to drop the gray one.
All right, 18 will hit. 27 definitely hits. 22 definitely
Keep it
hits.
going, keep it going, keep it going, keep it going.
Plus 8.
Yes, you just rush forward through the fog, jumping out, and in one swift motion, hitting it in the back of the head with one end of your quarterstaff, and in the same fluid motion, hitting it on the top of the head with the other end, before ducking it behind your arm, and with a flat palm, hitting this thing right in the neck as you hear a crack, sending it flying to the ground, motionless and dead.
Fuck you! I look over at Arthur and I say, Daoji's like panting, and he looks over at Arthur and he says, "Are you alright?"
I'm like bleeding and I'm like scratched up and I'm just very wide-eyed right now and I'm like, yeah, let's get this other one now. Let's go. And alright. On my turn, I'm gonna do something.
Alright, so we're back up to you, Arthur.
Reach down and I'm gonna grab the silver sword and I'm going to the flame on the fucking steel sword goes out and I'm gonna sheath that immediately and I'm gonna wipe like all the blood off the silver sword, ignite it, and fucking the black one. So like
Are
run
you
over the
running towards the black one?
yeah, I'm gonna
All
sprint
right,
at the
I'm
black
gonna need
one.
you to make a Constitution saving throw if you're gonna run towards it, because it's still got that fog around it.
Natural 1, fucking 8.
All right,
My life.
pull this up again.
I get the feeling that we need to DPS this thing down in the fog. We don't really have any way to avoid it.
As you rush in and inhale this thick, poisonous fog and feel the
It's poison.
toxins take hold of your body, you suffer 25 points of damage.
And
I'm sorry?
I'm
Plus
also immune to
physiology.
poison.
theology immune to poison damage and poison state.
Oh. Okay.
Poison, by the way.
Well, I guess you don't take 28.5 poison damage.
Fuck yes! Fuck yes!
Do I get my 9 health back?
Sure.
Putting out is actual poison.
Yeah, it's poisonous yellow-green fog.
Just straight poison damage. Yeah.
If it's poison damage, I'm immune to it. I'm immune to disease and poison.
Yeah. You gotta let me know. I mentioned it was a poison fog.
Hey, all right, cool.
It's hard to keep track of everyone's immunities and stuff, you know.
We're synergy, dude.
All right,
Yeah.
so
Holy shit.
you charge in. Go ahead, make your swings.
Drugs on the daily. You don't care.
26 will hit, 16 misses.
It's one of them at least.
14 damage, alright. Oh shit. Alright, yeah, so as you rush up, swinging into this thing, cutting it right through the back, it turns as you swing for the second time and just knocking your sword to the side as it glares at you. Malnik now is going to take his swings. Damn, Malnik. Yeah, smashing this thing for 24 points of damage. As he just jumps up and just smashes this thing right in the spine twice as it turns to face Arthur. As it cries out, you can hear it screaming in the back of each of your minds. Now it's its turn. Alright, so it's gonna make an attack against Arthur now.
Oh my
And as
god.
Arthur's not looking so good, it's gonna try and take him on.
Arthur, what's your HP at?
47.
You can take a hit.
Yeah, I can take a hit.
Alright, so it lands all of its attacks. But rolled very bad on damage, which is still a decent amount of damage. So as it turns and bites you right on the shoulder and like shifting you over a few feet as it swings once, cutting you right across the belly with its greatsword, then stabbing in and twisting into your shoulder for 23 points of damage.
Hey, hey.
Yo. What's up?
That 19 on my last roll was a crit. I've been forgetting to count 19s as crits.
Gotta keep track of that.
No.
Alright, so, Daoji.
Arthur, if you wanna, you're probably too low to fight anymore. If you want to disengage.
How much
I'm
damage
gonna-
did I take from that?
23.
Grabs his quarterstaff. Wall run, so fuck him. I'm gonna run across. I'm gonna run up the wall, take a few steps on the bottom of the second floor balcony, and I'm gonna just jump off, heading straight down, flying at this thing, screaming with my quarterstaff.
Alright. 17 just misses. 17 just misses.
No!
3? Oh man.
25 will hit.
Oh.
10 damage.
Oh.
Alright. So, as you
If
Rush
at all
it-
possible, by the way, I want to stay standing on top of this thing.
So, as you rush forward, climbing up the wall and hopping, laying on this thing's back, striking, trying to hit it twice, but unable to, you manage to hit it with the final blow. Daoji, how do you want to do this?
It had 10 HP
Fuck
left.
yes.
It had
Fuck
2
yes.
HP left.
Oh my god, that
Alright.
crit. If I counted that, if I caught that, that would have fucking killed it. Holy shit.
Runs
keep
up
track
the
of that,
wall,
man.
takes 2 steps off the balcony, flies down. It probably the only way I can imagine this happening is if it throws its great sword up, throwing the quarterstaff away. Daoji leaps down on the floor and then jumps up like 10 feet, doing an extreme uppercut, punching this thing as hard as he possibly can, straight
Alright.
underneath the face.
So, Daoji, as you wall run, striking at this thing with your quarterstaff, it throws its blade up, deflecting and redirecting your body so you land on the floor. But as you land, you use the momentum to turn and Hadouken your way back up, catching this thing right under the jaw. And as you use your momentum to just keep carrying you forward, you hear the loud crack and snap as this thing's head jerks back, and its head just lolls back unnaturally as its spine is just severed and broken at the base of its neck as it tumbles, falling backwards almost on top of Malnik, who just barely steps out of the way. You guys did it.
Daoji does a front flip, lands down, he drops to a knee, and he's just panting, like a little bit of blood dropping down over his eye. He's on one knee and just staring up, like looking around.
At this point, Malnik takes a seat for a moment, panting as well, saying, "Oh, those are some tough froggies."
Nobody died.
Looks around and says, "Yeah, no one died, but the rest of those bastards took off running." He looks out, says, "Oh, here they come." There, you see him coming out of the woodworks.
I look over, I'm like, are any of you a bard? I want you to write a story about me jumping in front of that fireball.
They each look at each other and shake their heads. No, sir, I'm just a mercenary."
Daoji just slumps down and he's laying sideways on the floor and just Arthur.
Arthur's gonna walk up and I'm gonna kind of lean down to Daoji. I'm gonna say, "Hey, and kind of check on that loot. There's something I need to check on that body."
Have it?
I have the sword back, but I need to check that guy down there. There's a shit ton of platinum and all that shit.
Checks his HP and says, he stands up and he's like, "All right, yeah, I'll go with you."
Alright, Malnik, panting, kind of leaning over on his shield and hammer, looks at you guys and waves his hand and says, "I hope you don't mind if I stay up here and catch my breath a bit. You run into any more of those bastards, you holler, I'll come running, I guess."
Job, I really appreciate it. You can sit here if you want.
It's my job. But thanks all the same.
All right, yeah, let's go, Arthur. Let's go.
Alright, so you guys make
On the way down, I'm gonna look over to Daoji and I'm gonna say, "That was some good shit."
He's got blood trickling down over his face, and he looks over at Arthur and he nods and he says,
Right now,
"Yeah,
I'm
we're all
fucking
fucked up." And I
lighted
say,
up.
"Me jump in front of that fireball, though.
That was pretty awesome.
It
That was
was
pretty
incredible." That he seems visibly excited about what he just did. I just punched the shadow thing
in the face, but fuck it, that was the coolest thing ever. And Daoji's like, he's just like talking about it. He's just like, yeah, that was really freaking cool.
On a side note, you'll both get 4,000 experience for these encounters.
Yes.
And
Yay!
as you make your way further into back down into that room you find the body lying there in a pool of blood, but also on top of a mound of gold and platinum and different gemstones and the like. And Arthur, as you go and examine the body, it's certainly the one you were looking for.
Platinum?
Yeah, platinum.
Does he have the sheath? Does he have the sheath to the sword on his body?
Yes.
Retrieve that also, and I'm gonna put both the silver sword in the sheath and then strap it to my back, and then I'm gonna walk up and the loot.
Though, I need
Give
some
me-
of this.
Just a second to.
Oh, we're gonna split it, but oh my god,
We both fucking we worked great together. That was fucking awesome.
we're gonna split it, but I need at least 1,000.
We'll see how much it is. We'll see.
Do you even realize how much platinum's worth?
Yeah, it's fucking 10 gold a platinum piece, isn't it?
Yep.
Platinum. Hey. Start gathering up these coins and stuff.
Dosh up.
All right, let me just determine some of this
Dosh.
loot real quick.
Give me some of this dosh.
Some other shit.
Give me just a second.
Yeah, he'll tell us what we find.
Yeah, I'm just rolling on some tables. Give me just a second.
Eh.
And then we got.
If you try using a platinum caster coin in my game, I think caster just shows up and punches you in the face. I'm not sure. For
Hey.
money.
Oh, okay, I thought you were talking about if you actually use the coin.
I mean, like, yeah, if you use it, he helps you, but if you try use selling it for something, he just shows up and like punches you.
The actual like picture of him leans out, bitch slaps you. No.
He's like, no, I changed my mind. I don't want to use those.
So, as you guys gather up your loot, where is this last table? Ah, here it is. That was E. All right. You find hordes of valuable gems, rubies, sapphires, diamonds, about 500 golden pieces, and 40 platinum pieces. I think. Hang
Okay.
on, let me roll that in. So that'd be
20 times 10. In the gold.
How many rubies and sapphires and all that shit, and how
you
much are they
count
worth?
up to about 800 gold worth of gems, and I think I may have. Hang on, I think I may have done the platinum roll. Let me look at that one more time. So, no, okay, so I got. Oh, hang on, no, I rolled for that wrong. My bad. Let me roll for that gold again. I rolled on the wrong table for that. My bad. I thought
Okay.
that seemed a bit low for this. Okay. Yeah, that's better.
To hit level 11. Oh my god.
What was that? Sorry.
Sorry, I'm talking to myself. I'm so hyped to hit level 11.
How close are you nowadays?
Need 12,000 experience.
Okay.
So hype.
All right. Yeah. I thought that gold seemed a bit low. Okay. So now that I've rolled on the right table, that would be 9,000 golden pieces and 110 platinum pieces.
Whoa.
God. That's 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 retarded. So we both get 4,500
Well,
4,500 gold pieces.
it's a treasure hoard. Treasure hoards
Not to
do
include the
loot.
gems.
The gems
How
were
much gold?
750 total, what you kind of valued them at.
Included in the gold
What was the
price, or
platinum
is
at?
that
Mhm.
110 platinum, 9,000 gold?
To 1,100 gold. The gold for simplicity. Five. Say the gems again. I'm sorry.
The gems were, it was like a hoard of like diamonds and stuff. Once sold, and you reckon you'd get about 750 gold from them.
B divided by 2, 375. 75 gold worth of gems. Shit.
That we each get.
You got to split it. So 9,000 gold, you get 4,500 and 100. Wait, no shit, my bad. 110 divided by 2 and 550. And gold. 9,000 gold divided by 2.
That's still 4,500. 5 pieces times 10.
Yeah, 55 times 10.
Was it 75 or 750? Divide that by 2.
Gems again? Sorry.
375.
375.
750 divided by 2, 375.
Okay. Yep. I'm at 5,149 gold and 5 silver plus 375 gold worth of gems. Holy shit. Holy shit. Hey, Daoji, all of his shit into a sack. Okay.
And one more thing.
Take my split also.
I need to look at something because you guys got one more thing, but I haven't quite determined what that's going to be yet. I need to look at some things.
Hey, Arthur, 200 gold apiece and hand that off to the dwarf.
I agree. He did fucking good work. 150 from each of us.
50, we'll make it 500 gold. I started the day poor, ended the day rich.
And you
What'd you get?
find a scroll.
We find what?
A scroll.
Oh,
I hand it over to him and I say, do you know what it says?
I'm gonna open up. Can
Roll
I
an-
read it?
Roll an Arcana check.
Arcana's not very good though.
18.
So,
Arcana. I specialize in Arcana, so.
it is a. Which one do I want to use? Give me 1 minute. I'm still kind of trying to decide which one I want this to be.
Character, like I'm
Okay,
sitting
so
here
you
hyping.
get a. You can read it. It seems to be a scroll, a one-time use scroll for the spell Gate.
The spell Gate.
Gate.
Is that?
They conjure a portal to an unoccupied space that we can see. Change. Portal. Plane of existence.
I'm gonna all of that to Daoji, and I instantly don't want any part in it. And I'm gonna say
Yeah, we should hold on
this
to
to
this and
you.
only use it if we need it. I'll take it. I'll take it. And
Don't
I'll
want
stuff it in
any
the
part in
bag.
this.
Need to travel to any different planes of existence right now.
Okay.
If we ever do, we got it, but we don't need to do that right now.
Lulu just yet.
We're gonna open a gate up and like we're gonna run into a country where those black shadow things are for like everywhere, and I just don't want that. I'm gonna put it away safe, and then I'm gonna forget about it.
Until you need it.
Go to a different plane of fucking existence, but not today.
Maybe one of
Is
these
there
days.
anything else in this room?
No, you guys cleaned it out.
Put it.
Look
All right,
over.
let's.
I'm gonna look over at Daoji. I'm gonna say, "Awesome! This is awesome. This is awesome."
Frog's got all this money from. It's incredible.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
A rich little village. All right, let's get up there and
Well, remember, not
Next.
everyone they had taken captive seemed to be from this village.
All right, let's head back up and see what we got to do next.
Alright, so as you head back up.
We're gonna head back up, and we both are giving 250 of our gold to Malnik, so 500 gold to him.
Malnik takes this
Also,
with wide eyes and he quickly counts it and puts it in his like his bag, looking back up and says, "Thank you. Good
Oh,
Lord, this is more than I normally get paid for a job, but hell, I'll take it."
But you're a good man. When everybody else was running away, you came back and helped us, and that means more to me than you could possibly imagine.
Oh, like I said, I've lived by this hammer and I'll die by it if I need to.
So useful. I appreciate it. That's our token of appreciation. So, thank you.
Said I'm really tired.
Something real quick. After like Daoji walks away from Malnik a little bit, I'm gonna like lean down. And I'm gonna say, you do good work.
He nods and says, the two of you, they ain't so bad yourselves.
Thank you. And I'm gonna give him a card with a address, like a city, and it's gonna be like a little map, like on the paper that leads to it. And I say, future probably. Would you be willing
You
to
know
meet
what?
me at this location?
He looks down and says,
Like with us. If we're leaving, we should see if he's willing to come with us.
he looks down at this
I'm-
map and says, so where exactly is this at?
I'll send that to you later on, maybe like
Okay.
something for us to talk about.
He looks and says, well, I mean, I was traveling around looking for work, but I mean, hell, if the payout's this good, I'll follow you around.
Daoji comes over and he says, Malnik, if you're looking for work, we're kind of in the same boat. If you want to come with us, we could definitely use the extra hand. You've definitely proven yourself useful.
He shrugs and says, yeah, you guys seem like you know where the work's at, so hell, I'll follow you.
Hell yeah, Malnik joins the party.
Pretty much.
That's really good.
He says,
Really
looks down at the bite on his shoulder and some of the wounds, and he says, but I'd love to sit and talk, but afraid I'll bleed out if I stand around too much longer.
How far away are we from Sister Marisha right now?
She's actually coming down the stairs and says,
Real quick, and separate 1,000 gold into a separate pouch, and then hide my pouch of gold. So I'm gonna give up 1,000 of my gold.
okay.
Her? Why?
And I'm
What did she
gonna
do?
walk. I'm gonna walk up, and I'm gonna say, "We found this at the bottom. It must be it must have been taken from everybody who's here right now. Would you see to this is distributed properly, please?"
She looks down at it and nods and says, that's very kind of you, Arthur.
It gets late at night.
She says,
I'm gonna look at myself, and I'm gonna say, "We could use some healing right now. I feel as I'm gonna fall apart at any moment."
she nods and says,
We should take a full rest.
she nods and says, right, I've prepared some ramshackle places for everyone to sleep tonight, and I'll do what I can for your wounds. But, again, this is very kind of you. I'll make sure it helps out. At least try to make sure it gets back in its rightful hands, or at least is used to help those who have lost family members or their livelihoods because of these vile creatures.
Let's take that full rest, man. Let's get rested up.
Alright, so
Yeah.
she leads you guys up to the library where they've like taken like some of the vestments and sewn them together, makes like some ramshackle sheets and such, and laid them across, just on the floor. You see some of the peasants sleeping, most of which have had their are looking much healthier than they were when you brought them up here.
That's
And before you sleep, Marisha, she tends to your wounds, and you guys eventually sleep.
In the middle of the night, Daoji's sitting up. He drinks very heavily from his gourd until he finishes it, and he looks good when he finishes it. But then he finally rests up against the wall and goes to sleep.
All right. So,
I'm like thoroughly cleaning the silver sword,
right. I'll get some
mirror shine polish.
We get maximum hit points back.
Yes, maximum hit points and half of your
Dice.
hit dice.
And I get all my luck and key back. Daoji's back, baby.
Yeah, you guys were running pretty dry there at the end.
Yep.
Anything left?
That's a
that
dungeon
was, that was-
crawl.
Oh my god, dude.
Just push you to the limit. Shit, right there.
Hype.
Shit to the limit.
I'm gonna be thinking about that shit. I'm sitting here out of character hyping about thinking about Daoji doing a side flip. He's upside down and then swings his quarterstaff into a fireball, and the fireball explodes around him, and he just saved like fucking 15 peasants' lives. Like,
Yeah,
dude,
could have been
That was
bad.
crazy.
cool. Daoji, you're the
That's
best.
crazy.
Well,
So,
okay.
after a long night's rest, you guys, stiff, still a bit sore, managed turn in your sleep. The sun uh, coming through and like just diffracting through the window starts to hit your eyes as you open and come to your long rest ends. Fully healed, still a bit sore and stiff from your encounters, but fully functional nonetheless.
Daoji pushes himself up and he goes over to rouse over Yamik and Arthur. It's not over yet, guys. We gotta take care of what's left in the village.
And Malnik stirs and he's like, right. Ah, right. Well, what exactly is the game plan for this boss?
I was thinking about it. I don't know how much I want to put these in danger. The mercenaries from out of town, as many of them as are willing to work, we head down into the village and we try clearing building by building. Some pretty heavy resistance, but this village as it is.
At this point, Marisha comes over and says, might I suggest there's likely a great many of them in the village. If you can deal with the church first. In the back, we have a small store of healing wares that may prove useful.
That is useful. I agree. Let's do that first. I nudge Arthur. I'm like, hey, you awake?
Yeah, I'm up. I'm just thinking things through.
Think we should hit the church first?
Good plan to me.
Do. Um, gonna go over and gather up as many of the mercenaries that stayed through the night and try to gather them up and explain the situation to them.
And you do, and the one with the spear nods and says, right, well, we'll do it, but we don't work for free.
I will offer up.
Let's do another 250 apiece and offer it to split them between them.
They look and they eyes wide before they quickly compose themselves and nod and say, all right, yeah, I think we can settle for that price.
How many of them is there?
3. One with the spear.
I thought there was more.
Uh, I'd have to check my notes. I thought there was 3, but I could have be
Right,
misremembered.
yeah. There was the half orc with the half plate. I remember because he wanted it back.
Right. There was the guy with the spear. There was a man with a sword and shield.
Will they take 400 and split it between them? Will they take that?
Likely, yeah.
400, $200, 200 gold apiece. Me and you, Arthur.
All right.
And then that's if they survive. If any of them die, we don't need to give them that shit.
Yeah, so they, well, we'll just say there's 3 of them willing to go with you.
Okay, that's cool. Me, all three of us six, we're gonna go down and we're gonna go the long way around the village, however that may be, and we're gonna assault the church first. That'll be our game plan.
Alrighty.
Uh,
Also on that full rest, I made um a mobility and a precision.
Okay.
we're gonna do this. I'm gonna look at Marisha and I say, "Is there anything special or anything we need to know about the church before we head down?"
She thinks for a moment and says, special in what ways? I mean, functionally,
Is it just
it's.
like a secret room in the back to the potion
She
or
shakes
the
her head.
healing
She
things,
shakes
or
her head and says, "No, just you'll to the on the door to the as you're coming in the church on the door to the right of the um, altar. You'll follow that hallway into the back, and there will be a hallway. It'll be the door in the center of that hallway. Will be a small storeroom where we keep many of the that's where we keep many of the supplies to help the sick or wounded. So you'll
Right.
find that's where you'll find some healing potions and any medicinal wares if you find yourselves in need of them.
I have to remind you again, keep this lot, keep these peasants sealed, keep them anybody in. Only until we get back. I'm trusting you.
She nods and says, "Right. I'll be sure nothing comes in."
Going then.
All right.
We're gonna grab our ramshackle group of people and we're gonna fuck off down to the church.
All right. And as you guys head down to the church for your final showdown to take back to cleanse the city of the Slod, I think that's probably where we'll end it for the evening.
Much. I love
Mutagen.
this shit. This is great.
Final showdown.
We'll cut short of the second climax